Last year, the BBC Radio 4 Christmas Appeal with St Martin in the Fields raised an incredible £2.3 million, which was a record, to help vulnerable and homeless people across the UK. Tonight, I'm going out on shift with Neil and Sama, who are two of the outreach team at the Connection at St Martin's, to understand what they do to help people sleeping out. What sort of are the stories of people who sleep rough? How have they come to it?
Every person we meet has a different background, and we can meet people who've had marriage breakdown, their business has collapsed, don't know where to turn to for help. You can have people who've been bereaved and have not been able to cope with the bereavement. And obviously, you hear in the news also about people who've ex-servicemen.
Yeah, well, for whom it's a very big issue, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, and there is also refugees and asylum seekers also. And there is people coming from other countries to find work, and then it's very difficult here in London. It's tough to find job.
Yeah.
So also they end up sleeping in the street.
Last year, it's estimated that over 7,500 individuals slept rough in London alone, and that number is expected to increase. On a typical night, the Connection's street team sees over 30, and most days they find newly homeless people in crisis. And this presumably is a crucial time of year, isn't it? Because the weather's changing and it's getting cold.
Yeah. When we go out on shift, we also occasionally have doctors and nurses, etc., come out to make sure that, they are safe.
So I've just spent an hour or so with Neil and Summer. I met Martin, who was sleeping rough just down by Charing Cross station. His story, I guess, is a fairly typical one. He was evicted by a housing association because he owed £30. Tiny amount of money, but they took away his swipe card. Then the local authority looked after him for a bit, and then he started sleeping rough. And thanks to Neil and to Summer, who have known him for years, he comes in here now. And I suppose the message that I have learnt, really, is to look down underneath staircases, look at benches, look at doorways, because there are people living their lives in those places. And if you pay attention, you will see that. And hopefully you will want to help. Because that's what this appeal is all about. Please support the BBC Radio 4 Christmas Appeal with St Martin in the Fields by calling 0800 082 82 84 or by donating online via the St Martin in the Fields website. Your generosity makes such a difference to the lives of thousands of people every year. Thank you.
Calls are free from landlines and mobiles.